Who remembers how bad these Laker teams were in the mid-2010s? It was a shame. It was Kobe Bryant's last season, and it was on a team that went 17-65. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? We are going to be rebuilding the 2016 LA Lakers. Like I said, it was Kobe's final season. They went 17-65. They ended up being the last seed in the Western Conference. They got the second pick in the 2016 draft, which ended up being Brandon Ingram. But things were definitely looking a little bit on the way up for them, at least when it came to their young core. They had Lou Will, which served as a nice trade piece. They have Jordan Clarkson, which was a nice find in the second round. Julius Randle they took with the 7th overall pick. He didn't really work out in LA more than he did in New York. D'Angelo Russell was here. Larry Nance Jr. as well. There's definitely some young talent, and I'm excited to do this rebuild with you guys today. So I don't plan on this team being too good in our first year. I mean, they won 17 games in real life. We'll see if Kobe wants to retire in the game. Obviously, I'm not letting him sign with anybody else, so as long as he's not retired, we're keeping him. Byron Scott was the head coach at this time. And yeah, I think like if we're going to think about this team, like there's probably a good chance we are a seller at the deadline. I think Lou Will could possibly get moved. I don't know if anybody's going to want Swaggy P, and everybody else is kind of a free agent. So yeah, let's go through this season and let's see how we are looking at the deadline, or if any major injuries happen. We are not starting off to a fantastic start. We are currently 1-8. Yeah, this is going to be a rough season. All right, I have to hop in here. We are 2-19. And the draft lottery odds aren't going to be updated just yet. It'll be at the end of the year. This is bad. We are 2-19 with this team. All I want to see is the young guys do well, though. And yeah, I mean, they ended up drafting Brandon Ingram in 2016. They got Lonzo Ball in 2017. Then they traded D'Lo to get off of the Timothy Mozgov contract that offseason. 2018, they didn't have their first round pick. Ended up kind of being the Mikal Bridges selection, as we are 3-25. That is insane. I don't even know if this team's going to get 10 wins or not. And Julius Randle just dislocated his patella. He is out for the season. There couldn't have been a worse start to this rebuild. It is nice, though, taking on one of these crappy teams at the time, because the Lakers in 2016 were very bad. This was like the Robert Sacre era. And we're going to get even worse at the trade deadline as well. And Larry Nance Jr. is out 4 to 6 weeks. But a good thing for us, we are the LA Lakers. This team signed LeBron James, so we're going to have no problem trying to convince free agents to sign with us, or at least offering them contracts. Kobe Bryant, would have been an all-star with the voting, but in 2K, that's not really a thing. So we have no all-stars here in the 2016 season. We are 40 games below 500. This is brutal. I do hope Kobe, out of his sanity, retires at the end of the season. I do think we can get a nice return for Lou Will, so I'm probably going to move him. All right, I'm going to make this trade with the Wizards. I don't really think that they're going to be too good next year, which would be the 2017 NBA draft. So we're getting their first round pick, and I'm getting Nene in this trade as well, just to match the salary with Lou Will, but we're getting an unprotected first for Lou Will, which I think is a nice return. And yeah, nobody's taking Swaggy P from me, so I'm going to try to move Nene and Brandon Bass. Ooh, I mean, getting Jahlil Okafor would kind of be a great pickup, because Okafor does really well, and I can get Robert Covington, who will be a free agent and is having an abysmal season, but we could look to re-sign him as well. So I'm fine giving up my first round pick in 2020, Nene and Brandon Bass, for Okafor, who at least is under contract next year as well. It's not like he's an expiring, making 4.8 mil, and he's pretty good. And obviously they have Joel Embiid, so we are going to be making this trade with Philly, and it's going to give us at least another bright spot for the remaining of this abysmal, brutal 2016 season. So Kobe will resign, which makes me think he's not going to retire, and giving him 18 mil is a decent amount of money, but he's not too bad still. He's actually our best player still. All right, so we got LeBron James winning MVP for the Cavs in 2016. That was Steph Curry this year. This was a crazy year too, because it was the 73-9 Warriors. It was the 3-1 lead from the OKC Thunder and the Warriors, or the Cavs and Warriors both came back in the conference finals and NBA finals. You got Brandon Knight, 6th man of the year, Jokic, rookie of the year, Kawhi gets DPOY, McCollum most improved, and Bickerstaff coach of the year. What a simpler time this was. Curry on the Warriors, well, still is. Harden on the Rockets, LeBron on the Cavs, KD on the Thunder, Brook Lopez on the Nets, Kawhi on the Spurs, Paul George on the Pacers, DeMar on the Raptors, Russ on the Thunder. And then I feel like from 2019 to honestly present day, we just saw so many of these guys switch teams a ton. We've seen Harden play on the Nets, the Sixers, and probably another team since. We've seen LeBron play on the Lakers, KD play on 3 teams in the Warriors, the Nets, and now the Suns. Brook Lopez ended up going to LA, which is fine. I mean, he's not the craziest player. But Kawhi went to Toronto, then to the Clippers. Paul George went to the Thunder, then the Clippers. DeRozan went to the Spurs, then the Bulls. I just feel like a lot of these guys have switched teams a ton. Russ went to the Rockets, then the Wizards, then the Lakers, technically the Jazz, now the Clippers. Chris Paul was on a bunch of teams since. AD's just been on one other team. So yeah, we obviously did not make the play-in tournament. Let's just get into the offseason. Steph Curry is your Western Conference Finals MVP and LeBron in the East. And then you have the Cavs beating them in 5. This was the pre-Kevin Durant Golden State Warriors team. So if we kind of look at the team, I don't know. I feel like Kobe might retire. We'll see though. But yeah, at least like if Kobe retires, he's not back. If he doesn't, he will be back on a 1-year deal. D'Lo, I think I want him to be the shooting guard next year. I don't know how he's going to be at the point guard spot. I think Jahlil Okafor will be the starting center for sure. Randall's a free agent, so we'll see if we bring him back. I would like to have Clarkson as a 6th man, and everybody else could be replaced. Kobe Bryant does not retire. He's coming back for another year in 2017. Tim Duncan heads to the Hall of Fame. All right, draft lottery time. Ever since like I just watched these, it doesn't work out well. So Sixers are at 2, we're at 1. Let's hope it stays that way, please. Give me the number 1 pick. Let's go. The LA Lakers have the number 1 pick on the 2016 draft. Sixers fell from 2 to 4. There's the Bucks, the Grizzlies, the Suns. Knicks at number 6. I am happy now. All right, so we could take Ben Simmons, we could take Brandon Ingram, we could take Jaylen Brown. I'll keep Darvin Ham as my head coach for now. Is Ben Simmons the consensus number 1 guy? Yeah, so Ben Simmons could be our point guard next year with D'Lo at the 2. That is going to be fun. I don't know if I'm going to trade anybody on draft night at the moment because I would like to be kind of good next year. All right, so I'm going to be trading Larry Nance Jr. and Nick Young to the Toronto Raptors for 2 first-round picks. I think Larry Nance had that nice value. So with the number 1 overall pick, we're going to take Ben Simmons, the point forward out of LSU, to be our leading point guard next season. And I do think that is a no-brainer selection. Jamal Murray goes to, wait, who went? Okay, yeah, so he goes to Brandon Ingram 3 to Memphis, Buddy Hield 4 to Philly, Siakam 5. There's Jaylen Brown going to the Knicks. And we ended up getting Bryn Forbes in the 2nd round. Remember when he went off in that game into the bubble? I will sign him though, even though he's a 65 overall. We have no options at the moment for these like historic rebuilds. It's really hard to even have like a realistic like team player option setting. So let's go here to moratorium, where Kobe Bryant we have to give a 1-year deal to. He can't leave, but we're gonna have $81 million. Outside of that, yeah, I'm not giving Randall that much, and I don't plan on giving Clarkson that much, but we could try to sign LeBron and have LeBron and Kobe for a year. I mean, that would be pretty sick. I don't know how LeBron is a restricted free agent. KD, yeah, I will give you the bag. I don't think I want Dwight. I mean, DeRozan would be sick, but I don't have any other free agency offers at the moment, but we do not land. Damn, I never land any of the big fish in these historic rebuilds. KD goes to the Rockets to team up with James Harden. LeBron to the Thunder. Whoa. I just hate that Kristaps is asking for $35 million. That is an insane amount. So let's give Ryan Anderson a 2-year deal. We do have Jahlil Okafor as our center, so we could look to get a solid backup. I'll give Jan Mahimi a 2-year deal as well. So we get Anderson and Jan Mahimi. Maybe we're not going to be great next year because I don't want to like, I mean, we could spend on Beal, but like I said, I want to have like a Simmons Russell backcourt. Kobe's probably going to be the small forward. So I'm going to look to get Michael Beasley on a 2-year deal. I mean, I want to bring back Jordan Clarkson, but just not for that much money. So Brandon Jennings, we could bring in on a 2-year deal as well with a team option. And I'll bring in like Marvin Williams on a 2-year deal as well. So we get Jennings, we get Marvin Williams, and Michael Beasley signs with the Knicks. Okay. Remember Luol Deng? Yeah, we'll sign him to a 2-year deal. He got a bad contract from the Lakers as well. I'm actually going to sign Nicholas Batum to a 2-year deal worth $30 million. And I'm going to give about 3.5 to Amari Stoudemire. So I don't think this team is going to be much better. I was really hoping to get KD or LeBron. Okafor goes up to a 73, Russell up to a 79. I'm very excited to see Okafor, Russell, and Ben Simmons as our young big 3 in LA. So yeah, I'm okay with being bad for 1 more year. I'm still going to try to go hard in free agency next year. Like I said, I think I'm going to do Simmons at the 1, Russell at the 2, Kobe 3, Anderson 4. Yeah, let's do that. We'll probably have like a bench like this. It's going to be Jennings, Deng, Batum, Mahimi, and Marvin Williams. I actually think I may not even play Marvin Williams to start the year. So we'll go with a 9-man bench. Okafor can get 34 minutes. We'll do like 28 to Anderson. We'll do 32 to Kobe. And we'll do 33 to Russell, 32 to Ben Simmons. That's good with me. We are 2.5 star balance. First game of the season against the LA Clippers on the road, and we get blown out by 28 points. Blake had 24 and 11. They also signed Andrew Wiggins. Okafor had an alright game there. Can we get a win against the Kings? Nope. When is our first win going to be? Might not be for a minute. Okay, there we go. We beat the Dallas Mavericks 102-92. Ben Simmons is off to a very good start in his young career. We are 1-5 to start the season. Great. All right, so we are much better this season. We are 16-24, only 8 games below 500 at the moment. Okafor is averaging 16 points and 12 rebounds, 4 assists a night and under 2 blocks. There's D'Lo, who is shooting the ball much better this season, which is nice to see. 43 from the field, 36 from 3. There's Kobe, shooting 36 from 3. Ryan Anderson is averaging 13 points, 5.7 rebounds, shooting 39 from 3. There's Ben Simmons, Brandon Jennings, Nick Batum. We could still be somewhat of a seller at the deadline, and I'm not trying to trade for picks down the line. Like, if I'm going to move these guys for draft picks, I want them in this draft. All right, so we don't have any All-Stars this year. You got Kyrie as an All-Star starter, Melo as well. Steph Curry was coming off the bench. Yeah, so since the last time I saw you guys, we were what? 16 and 24. We are now 19, 20, and 38. So yeah, we are probably going to be sellers at the deadline, but I'm not going to move anybody for a bad deal because most of these guys I signed are going to be under contract in the offseason, which I can move for draft picks on draft night. All right, so I'm making this trade with the Cavs. I'm giving them Jan Mahinmi and Marvin Williams. I get their 2027 first and Kelly Olynyk, who is under contract next year, so I could move him on draft night if I wanted to. And it's actually pretty good, so it's going to be a nice backup center for us. So let's get that deal done. That's probably going to be the only deal we're going to make in the 2017 season. All right, so Russell Westbrook wins MVP this season. If he's a free agent, that would be kind of nice, but him and Ben Simmons on the same team would be funny. Simmons, though, does get Rookie of the Year. That's what I'm talking about. We do have Jonas Valanciunas winning 6th man. Kawhi Depoy, who I hope is also a free agent. Giannis is on the Pistons. He gets Most Improved, and the Thunder's coach, which at the time was still Scott Brooks, maybe it was Billy Donovan, is your Coach of the Year. We do get Ben Simmons on all-rookie first team as well. And yeah, we're not going to be in the playoffs. We ended the season with a 27-55 record. We should still have another top 5 pick on draft night. It's a good draft too, because we could end up with one of Tatum, Lonzo, Fox, Markkanen, Collins, somebody like that. Donovan Mitchell too, obviously. Jahlil Okafor and D'Angelo Russell led the way in scoring. Kobe, love you, man, but it might be time to retire so we can get a little bit of extra spending money in free agency. Whoa, Bradley Beal is your Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Well, I could have signed him and I chose not to, so I probably should have did that. And Russ in the West. The Raptors have Corey Joseph Beal, J.R. Smith, Patrick Patterson, and wow. So basically, Bradley Beal carried this team. I mean, he put up an insane stat line. And Kyle Lowry is hurt because he's also really good. So let's see. Raptors, Thunder, who wins the finals? And it's the OKC Thunder. They win in 5. Russ is your finals MVP. We could have saw that finals at one point, but the Warriors kind of owned the Thunder in the playoffs, and then the Cavs, or LeBron always owned the Raptors. Kobe decides not to retire. Well, hopefully he just asks for like 8. Oh, wait. Didn't say he was in player retirements, but he's in the Hall of Fame. All right, I feel like he's not fully retired. And let's see what happens with the draft lottery. Whoa, look at that Wizards pick. Oh, yeah, we may end up with 2 top 5 picks. Technically, yeah, it's the worst picks in the top 5, 4 and 5. But you know what? I will take that. We could also look to move up to number 1 overall if we wanted to. We're going to get Jacque Vaughn to be our top assistant coach. So if we look at the mock drafts, I mean, I would love Jason Tatum. Oh, Bam, yeah, obviously forgot Bam too. Do I think Tatum falls to 3? They're saying Mitchell's like consensus number 1. All right, maybe I'll make a trade up with Detroit. Dallas, don't take Tatum. Okay, they take Mitchell. All right, so if I went to Detroit and I wanted pick 2, I will give you pick 4, pick 25 from the Raptors, and pick 34. I don't think that gets it done. They want a first. They would give me Reggie Jackson. This is why I kept some of these guys under contract. Does Luol Deng in a second help me get it done? Yes, it does. So we trade up to number 2, and we are going to take Jason Tatum out of Duke. And then the next picks were John Collins 3, Bam 4. I kind of wanted Bam. So that means I'm going to take, most likely, De'Aaron Fox with the 5th overall pick. He's probably going to be our backup point guard behind Ben Simmons next year. I do plan on picking up the team option on Brandon Jennings because he's good and I think he's going to have trade value, but I'm probably going to move him. Here's how the top, 20 or even the first round ended up finishing. So let's sign Tatum and De'Aaron Fox. Let's pick up the team option on Jennings. I'm going to decline it on Bryn Forbes. I think Russell Westbrook is going to be a free agent. Yeah, so is Steph. All right, I don't need point guards, but I'm going to go after some of these guys. $58 million. What are we doing? Okay, Kobe's not here, so Kobe did retire, and D'Lo wants 42 mil. This is out of control. This is out of control how much these guys want. Oh, wait, and Okafor's a free agent too, and he wants 41 million. All right, so I'm going to be trading Brandon Jennings and Nicholas Batum for DeAndre Brembry and DeAndre Jordan. So we're probably going to move on from Jahlil Okafor. Jordan's making 23 million. I will save about $5 million when this deal finishes. To be honest, could I get like maybe a late first down the line instead of Bembry? Okay, I'd prefer that. All right, so I offered Blake, Russ, and Curry deals. Can I get one of them, please? I get Russell Westbrook or Blake Griffin. Let's freaking go. I don't think I'm able to sign both, which would have been insane. So who do I think fits this team better? So we could put Russ at the 1. I mean, he just won MVP and averaged a triple-double. I feel like I gotta do that. We could put Russ at the 1, and then we can probably move Ben Simmons to the 4. So Oh, I can't. I would have to clear up probably another $5 million. No, literally just $1 million to get that deal done. But who do I move? All right, so I'm going to be moving Kelly Olynyk and a second for Gorgie Zhang, because this means I will not have to renounce the rights on Jahlil Okafor or D'Angelo Russell, and I'm able to sign Russell Westbrook. So Curry goes to the Warriors. We'll keep an eye on Okafor and Russell, because boom, we signed Russell Westbrook. I should be able to sign D'Angelo Russell, and I think Okafor did get a deal from somebody. Yeah, the Knicks gave him $34 million a year, so I kind of made that Olynyk trade for nothing. And boom, we get D'Angelo Russell. There is a chance I look to trade him. Not a lot of good free agents out here anymore. All right, so I'm going to be trading 2 first-round picks and D'Angelo Russell for Brandon Knight and Eric Bledsoe. There's chances I move both of these guys. For some reason, I'm only getting offered guards in these trades, which is kind of annoying. All right, so I'm going to be moving Eric Bledsoe and Gorgie Zhang for Aaron Gordon and a unprotected first-round pick. All right, then I'm doing this big deal. Brandon Knight and Ryan Anderson for Draymond Green and Raul Neto. Yeah, getting Draymond is huge. So we have Russ, Draymond, DeAndre Jordan, Ben Simmons. We're going to be the best three-point shooting team in the league. We're going to trade Neto in a second for Doug McDermott, and I will need to bring in some centers. There's some G League guys here. George Brooks, Adrian Dermanenko we can pick up, and we're going to sign one of them. So yeah, this roster is still pretty thin, but we have the MVP Russell Westbrook, and I do think we're going to see some nice progression out of Gordon, Tatum, Simmons throughout the year. Because if we take a look at play progression, Russ is a 99. Let's go. I mean, Draymond did shoot 44% from 3 last season. So this team may look interesting to start. We may have to look to make some different moves at the deadline. So it's going to be Brooks, McDermott, Gordon, and then Fox off the bench. We'll have DeAndre Jordan and Draymond Green in the front court. We're going to have Simmons start at the 3, Tatum start at the 2, and then Russ at the 1. Yeah, I have no idea how this team is going to work out. Are we going to pick up a win? All right, in our first game of the season against D'Angelo Russell, Russ is a 36-point triple-double. So hopefully we're a little bit better throughout this season. All right, so we're here at the All-Star Draft, and we are 45-9, guys. Russell Westbrook is a starter on Team LeBron. He may win MVP for the LA Lakers this season. I don't know if we're going to get anybody else in the All-Star Draft. Yeah, we do not. But yeah, this team is just absolutely killing it. Like, if we went to a random game here where we blew out the San Antonio Spurs, who have Kawhi Leonard, Doug McDermott was our leading scorer in this game. That was not what I was expected to see. But Ben Simmons is having an incredible second season of his career. Jason Tatum is balling out in his rookie season. How's Draymond been? Draymond's been fine, honestly. Aaron Gordon, like, Draymond's been a great mentor for Gordon, too, because I got him mentoring him. And then we have DeAndre Jordan there at the 5, just there to get blocks and rebounds. We're actually a profitable team, $190 million. So we're here at the deadline. I also didn't realize that Aaron Gordon has a crazy extension kicking in. And going into this offseason, we do have the Magic and Raptors first-round pick. The Raptors one is top 3 protected, but I know the Raptors aren't good. The Magic are pretty good, though. They are the 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. The Raptors are the second worst team in the Eastern Conference. The Magic have Bledsoe, Levine. How is this team that good? I guess Vucevic is hurt. I don't really know. So I'm not going to make any moves at the deadline. And DeAndre Jordan doesn't want to come back. Great. And there it is. Russell Westbrook wins MVP for the LA Lakers. He averaged 28, 10, 11, 2 steals, and also shot 46 from 3. An incredible season. Donovan Mitchell is your rookie of the year, the #1 overall pick to Dallas. Jeff Teague, 6th man of the year. Shout out to his podcast. He is hilarious. Kawhi Leonard gets Depoy. D'Lo most improved. All right. Was he going to do that for us? Probably not. But we do get coach of the year. Russ is on all NBA first team. There's Dame, LeBron, KD, and Jokic on the Bulls. I could have signed him and I chose not to. Well, I'm not going to make that mistake in my next historic rebuild if he is there in free agency at a certain time. Do we get like Draymond on all defensive team? We do get Russ there. No Draymond. We get Tatum and Fox on our rookie first team. So we're taking on the Utah Jazz in round 1. They got Dennis Schroeder, Alec Burks, Gordon Hayward, Derek Favors, and Jared Sullinger. It's a respectable team for sure. Ben Simmons was our second leading scorer, then Jason Tatum, Aaron Gordon, De'Aaron Fox, then Draymond Green. We also did very well with injuries this season too. So for the playoffs, I think Brooks 10 is fine. We'll do like 16 to McDermott. Fox is good, but I'm going to give him like 20 minutes. We'll do 26 to Gordon. 32 to Jordan's fine. We'll do 34 to Green, 34 to Simmons, 32 to Tatum. I feel like 36, maybe 30 to Jordan, and we'll do 38 to Russ. So game 1 against the Jazz, we ended up losing. I hate you so much, too. Don't tell me I'm going to lose game 2. All right, we do end up winning game 2 by 48 points. Russ went off. Game 3, we lose. Why? Why? Am I going to lose game 4 as well? Yep, because 2K is a piece of... Are we going to come back down 3-1? 3-2. All right, we're still alive. Russ with 37 here. Draymond 22. Tatum 20. Game 6, we end up forcing a Game 7. What is going on? Russ has been going off in these 6 games so far. I need him to go off for me in Game 7. We're going to LA here. Please don't lose to an 8 seed. I need you to beat them. All right, we're off to a good start. You're choking it in the 3rd. How are we choking it? Just don't blow it, please. All right, we should be okay. Yep, we end up beating them by 22 points. Tatum with 27. Russ with 24 and 11. How do we have to go to a Game 7 against them? Now the Rockets. Do they have Harden? And I thought oh yeah, they have KD. Nah, Jokic was on the balls. I was like, wait, do they have Jokic? But no, they have Harden and KD. We may be screwed. So yeah, they have Harden and KD going up against Russ. Game 1, though, the Lakers win. You know Russ is going to go into a different gear. Harden had 47. KD did not shoot the ball all that well. Game number 2 is going to go to the Houston Rockets. They ended up winning by 13 points. Now, okay, KD with a 41-point triple-double. We take a 2-1 lead, though. We end up beating them by 11. Game 4 goes to the Rockets. They beat us by 18. It's a 2-man show there with KD and Harden. Game 5, though, we pick up the victory by 24 points. Tatum with 28. Don't go to a Game 7, please. Yes, we're in the Western Conference Finals. Oh my God, we outscored them 43-11 in that 4th quarter. Simmons with 26 and Russ with a triple-double. Now we're taking on the Spurs, who have Kawhi. They also have DeMar DeRozan, who's a beast. Hasn't really been the same scorer he was since he left Toronto, but they still have a Marcus Aldridge. It's a good team. So they were able to get DeRozan without having to trade Kawhi, which is kind of nice for them. We blow them out in Game 1. Russ with 37, 20, and 10 and 3 steals. Did have 7 turnovers, though. Game 2, though, goes to the Lakers. Russ with 43, 14, and 13. Oh, yeah. Go up 3-0. Beat them by 1. We're even winning the close ones. Russ, I got to see his Western Conference stat line after this. 38 points, 15 rebounds, 10.5 assists, and shot 58% from 3. We're going up against the Cavs, who don't have LeBron James, but they have Kyrie, Shumpert, Love, Gobert, Rodney Hood. It's a good team. Lakers, Cavs in the finals. We win Game 1. Oh my God. I thought we were going to lose in round 1. I honestly thought we were going to lose in round 2. Is it going to get easier? No. Let me not get cocky here real quick. Game 3 goes to the Lakers. We win by 4. Game number 4 against the Cavs. We take a 3-1 lead. We beat them by 27 points. Russ with 41, 14, and 13. And can we win in 7? Or excuse me. Can we win in 5? I'm just used to everything going to Game 7 because I can't believe we almost lost to the Jazz in round 1. And we're going to win the finals? I don't know. We got a close one here. This should be fun. All right, so we're currently down by 1. 3 minutes to go. We got most of the starters in. Just Aaron Gordon's in instead of Tatum, which does not help my floor spacing at all. Like Russ is a good 3-point shooter right now, which is nice. But besides that, our 3-point shooting would be god-awful as Kyrie is just too quick. All right, Draymond and Russ on the same team. DeAndre Jordan rocking 66. Oh, Russ is too quick and he throws it down. I mean, prime Russ versus prime Kyrie would be so much fun to watch in the playoffs. I mean, I guess like Cavs Kyrie, I don't know if that's considered prime Kyrie because he's still kind of in his prime, but like, yeah, like I'm talking about Russ on the Thunder versus Kyrie on the Cavs. Like that would have been insane to watch if they ever made it to the finals. I mean, I really thought it was going to happen in 2016, and then the Thunder blew a 3-1 lead, which is still crazy to even think about. Russ is playing great D on Kyrie right now, but he gets that mid-range jumper, but he misses it. Russ can get up there and get those rebounds, kick it to Tatum, who's a freaking rookie, and he's going to not get into the paint. Russ and Draymond working the pick and pop, kick that out to Draymond with the long mid-range, and Draymond knocks it down. But I mean, I know this team wouldn't be great floor spacing, but Draymond and Ben Simmons and Tatum and Russ all like buying in on the defensive end and DeAndre Jordan too, anchoring it, that would be insane. Okay. I thought he was going to find Kevin Love right there. We're playing good D. They kick it over to Rodney Hood. Duke on Duke right here. Hood and Tatum. Tatum holding his own, and then he ends up getting by me. Ooh, Tatum with the spin move inside, and then he gets blocked. Get the rebound. Good stuff, Tatum. Kick it out to Russ. And Russ is going to go right at Kevin Love, and he gets it to go. How does he not get blocked there? Kyrie for 3. No good. He took it off bounds. Why did I throw that? Oh, my God. Russ. No. Oh, my God. I thought I was going to get a layup out of that or a dunk. And we're either going to win 105, 104, or the Cavs are going to hit a game winner here. I'm worried about Kyrie. Oh, I didn't foul. Let's go. DeAndre Jordan with the finals winning block. And the LA Lakers win the 2018 NBA Finals. And yeah, Russell Westbrook is your finals MVP. And it was nice to win a championship in the 3rd year because those Knicks and Bulls historic rebuilds that I just did were tough. Russ averaged 30, 13, and 11. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this historic Lakers rebuild. Let me know if you did by dropping a thumbs up. 2K24 does come out soon, so we don't have too many rebuilds left, but let me know if there's any other historic teams you want me to rebuild in the comments below. I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.